Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Toronto International Motor Show. Here, I'm Sam Singh representing Apex Collective. We have Drive Time Dhaka. We have Auto Rebellion, Cars and Conversation times two because there's two of them, and then one guy's M4 who has his own Instagram page, one car only. But so this is and also that brown car guy on the camera right here. So a lot to do here. The entire automotive scene of Bangladesh is present here right live in Toronto. So without further ado, let's get going. Let's see what there is and what there isn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here unsynced, going live. So what we have here is a Celica GT4. This was actually originally made by Balfalano Association back in Federation, yes, imported here. That was the original donor car for this, and then it was bought by Honey Seal to make into their show car. So it's a very interesting history. Got some TRD wheels. I don't know how legit they are. It is very underachieving. It looks pretty fake. I can't lie. Custom made, actually, not fake. Custom made is what we want to say here. And we have some photographers, some keen photographers. You can roll forward here, Abrar. I really like the four eyes. It doesn't have the four eyes, does it? It does have the four eyes. The four eyes in the front looks like that. It looks like Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. So yeah, so moving on, that was the Celica GT4. An interesting start to the auto show. As we're here on the main hall, I at least see there's a little plushy bee up top. Kind of cute. We're here at the Infinity booth right now. As we know, Nissan, the owner of Infinity, have gone bankrupt, but they have sort of moved away from that deal as of late. So a couple of QX55s, I think the only car that they really sell, and they don't sell much of. Right here we have the Lucid Air. It's on Pirellis. I quite like that. I quite like the wheels. Out of all EVs, I think this is actually quite nice. As you see the lines over here on the car. A lovely front bar for the headlights. What the hell are you doing, Milky? I don't know if a lot of people are buying them here in Canada. I haven't seen many. Your thoughts on electric vehicles? Like if you're in, yeah, I mean, like, are you an EV fan? Yes or no? Not an EV fan. We see over here because what's interesting is a lot of automotive brands they've been pushing away from EVs. Do you have any specific reason as to why you don't prefer EVs?
They're not ready yet.
You're not ready yet. So, and actually, I sort of agree with that statement over there. So, as you can see, the public not really a fan of EVs. No, sir. Here we are at Hyundai. Now, after Toyota, in my opinion, for the everyday Joe, I think Hyundai is the best brand. Now, that's purely my opinion. But look at some of their cars. We talked about the Ioniq 5N in my last video. It's been recently added in Gran Turismo, which is why you see a Gran Turismo sticker on it. As we go into the boot a bit more, love that engine bay that makes no sense because there's a battery. There's not really an engine in it. Onto the Elantra N there. Some gas-powered action finally. This actually looks pretty good. I think Hyundai, they've come a really long way. Sporty, nice, contemporary. Love that N badging on that side right there. Is that embossed? Wow, most people put stickers on it, but Hyundai, they've gone away. They've gone a long way with their cars. Here we have a couple of Lamborghinis. This, I believe, is the Grand Touring Automobiles group. So we have a Urus, a Cyan. Interesting color, the Cyan. It is really popping. I think it's Viola, I'd say. Viola something. That's Italian for purple. Two cameras up front, two track cameras. Cyan, I think they've done really well. There is a lovely new Aston Vantage on the back. It's a $500,000 car in Canada. Can you imagine? It's $500,000 right there. A lovely Bentley GT drop top. So we're just gonna go around and look at the Bugatti Chiron. Honestly, I think what colors is they've been playing with this color a lot with a lot of their press cars. I've noticed in the Valkyrie as well, they had this green with a pearlescent on it. Lovely Pirellis up front. I think this car is absolutely beautiful. I might justify that $500,000 price tag. I can't lie. And there is a Pininfarina Battista in the back next to the Chiron. A lovely little toy DB5 in the back, which is $90,000. And I feel like you get a used DB9 easily for that price. £9,000. Not even dollars, it's pounds. You get a DBS for that money, the one that James Bond had on Casino Royale. A lovely Puro Sangue and a Roma. I think this is the best color on the Roma. It was a promo color that they had on the ad for the convertible. The Merc booth, we are coming in. As you can see, there's a G-Wagon that looks like it's about to fall, but it's actually on its own parking brake. That's a lie. I'm not sure about that. Coming into the Mercedes booth, to my right, we have, I'm not really sure what this is, if I'm going to be honest with you. It is something. This looks like an EQ. Is this a GLS? It's an EGLS then. It's an EQS. Ah, as I suspected, it's my backed out. And behind me is a very unfortunate incident. As we can see, poorly parked. This is what happens when you just have a few too many and don't know where to leave your car. Something out of a Tim Burton film. Quite the Coraline structure. M all the way. Maybach. Would you buy a Maybach electric? I wouldn't. It's a good car. It's not a bad car. Not the best spec. Red accents on the side. A bit of sticker action. AMG. What is this? I forgot. It's called the GTS. But I don't even know what the market for these cars are. That is true. But at the same price range, you can get so many more things. The new SL53, a drop top variant of the car that we just seen. Same concept. Is there a market for that car? Is what I ask, especially in Canada, especially on a snow day like today. Are you looking at this and saying, yes, the roof is exactly what I do not need? So over here, we have a couple of Jeeps doing some stunts, crawling. They have this every year. I think this is the coolest exhibition for any manufacturer. Ride the car. You can see a line, a lot of them there. What this really says is that many people are willing to ride a Jeep. Not many people are willing to buy a Jeep. Oh, look at that. Lovely Brampton spec. No doors on that side. Now a lovely bit of kit here. The Ineos Grenadier. Grenadier, however you say it. I think a lot of people miss the point on this car. It's a really nice car. It is a very off-road lover's dream, I will say. It's rugged, it's good, and I don't know if it's for North America. Not for the highways, definitely, but perfect for where this car spawned from, the United Kingdom. On to the BMW booth here. They've really outdone themselves. This looks amazing. I mean, look at the M lights. You have the XM, which they can sell. I think it's about 50K more than it should be. The X7 is really nice. The X5 and the M cars are on the right. And one thing people forget, BMW, they don't make cars only. They also make bikes. And they've got a pretty nice collection here to the left. And here, one of their most famous cars, which I haven't really warmed up to as of yet, is the M4 CS. What? The front just hasn't set with me. I can't lie. It's $163,000 this spec over there. But now, I think, ladies and gentlemen, arguably the coolest car. I think the coolest car BMW makes, the M5 Touring. Starting at $149,000, or maybe this spec is. I don't know why they've gone with matte black, but this honestly I think is the best car that you can buy. And here we have the M2, my second favorite car from BMW in their current lineup right now. Oh, it's a lovely green right now. It is a manual. It is a manual, and this is the only manual car that BMW offer right now. Rolling shots. So back to the M5 Touring. Oh, what a car. There's a family sitting inside, so you're already seeing how this car works. And it works well. The brother, the kids, the husband, everyone. A lot of trunk space in the back. I mean, just look at that car. Amar wireless range to muna eto hobe na bhaiya. Lovely trunk space in the back. Fit for the entire family. So I'm here with you may introduce yourself.
My name's Neil.
So Neil, so what do you think about BMW's setup this year around?
Very nice. Very nice. Nice brake spread. Lots of collection, nice cars, bikes, a good audience, obviously.
Yeah, anything that catches your eye over here? Any of the
Bikes.
The bikes?
The bikes catch my eye.
So it's a bike. So you're a biker guy.
I'm not, but the bikes are. I don't know. There's.
Enticing.
It catches your eye because it's not what you're here for, and yet they catch your eye.
Absolutely. And I just want to ask you, what about the M5 Touring over here that they have? We don't see a lot of sports wagons. So
I love wagons. I'm from the UK, so having estates.
Yeah.
Right. This and the big estates that you get back home. Yeah. Very cool. I think we should see more of these in North America.
Now we have the losing Le Mans car from BMW over here. Looks absolutely amazing. I loved the hype that this car brought in. Unfortunately, it's just not a winner. Is just not a winner. But cool nonetheless. I'm actually kind of shocked by the size. It's a bit smaller than I expected. Makes you think. This is actually, believe it or not, the driver who was driving the car, his son, Mr. Kobayashi. And this is the man who will buy the car right here. Mr. Yash, son of Mukesh Ambani. Arguably my favorite car over here, the McLaren P1. Absolutely beautiful vehicle. That's like, I can go actually for you. Some NASCAR action, positive camber. So I don't really know if this car functions. The tires look like they've been used and abused. Lego P1 for those who can't afford the real thing. So we have Max Verstappen's car after Adrian Newey left from Red Bull back there. That is what the checkered flag saw 23 out of 24 times in 2023. I believe that is correct. Year of that Red Bull car. Coming into the Audi booth, they saw what BMW was doing and said, you know what? We can do one better. And this is what they've done over here. Really made a lovely immersive experience. You have the new RSQ8, which is basically a Volkswagen Atlas, but also a Lamborghini Euro, same platform. An RS3 on the left, first time in North America. Great to see. That is true. It's great to see these small, quirky sports cars coming into North America. Audi R8 GT. This is the last year for the Audi R8. But interestingly enough, I'm about to show you another Audi R8, and that is this one, which is burning and catching on fire. This happened in Bangladesh. An interesting lore behind this. Son of a prominent conglomerate, he doesn't really do much with his life, imported this Audi R8 once upon a time in Bangladesh, but customs seized it because he did not pay tax, or others say someone ratted him out. So this happened while the customs was driving this car. They couldn't shift it while it was a hot day, and it got on fire. You can buy this t-shirt from Airport Run. Visit our page if you want a. It's actually not for sale. It's limited. So I quite like this architecture that they've done in this Audi booth. I mean, feels like I'm in a showroom. Feels like I'm in an Audi experience. It does give a lot of Gran Turismo vibes. RS6 GT, the RS6 Avant GT. Not sure about the colorway, but it's another sick car, another sports wagon, and we heard Neil. We love to see that. This car. So we're here joined with
Enoch.
Enoch is actually, he's the owner of the R8 GT over here. So would you just walk us through your car that you put on display?
Yeah. Okay, so it's a V10, right? Carbon fiber, big Brembo brakes, I think. Active air on, right? Carbon fiber.
So when did you actually get this car? So what made you think that yes, this is what I want to buy?
Well, I always wanted an R8, right?
Yeah.
So this is the last time they're making it, so got this one.
So there we go. You have Enoch's R8. Come see it at the auto show. It's a lovely guy, lovely owner.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah, it does have carbon fiber. It's well spec'd out
Yeah.
in the last year. So congratulations on your car. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
And
You-
thanks
you
for
have a great
joining.
outro.
You too. We have a Liberty Walk BMW 3 Series. I don't know if this is M3. Doubt this is. Some funny cars on the left, some drag racers. Always love to see that.
I am an illegal. Please take me home.
So he is an owner of a Mazda RX-7 FC. Don't ask him.
No, I don't have it.
The car is actually not with him, but with the State Department of Canada because it's been impounded.
They loved it so much they took it from me.
And why it's been impounded, we're gonna censor for the reason that his parents might see it. So we do have some funny cars here, not laughing much. A lovely Ford Mustang. This was actually developed in Brampton by Singh Built and Singh Motors. Believe it or not. Into the main hall, we have a lovely Cadillac booth. I really like the way they designed their cars. Here we have the Toyota booth where they have the new Sequoia, new Tacoma, and new Land Cruiser. Toyota have actually bumped up prices for all of these cars due to their demand. This is the Trail Hunter edition right here. See that lovely tent up top, and this is the new Land Cruiser. The new Land Cruiser Prado, as it's sold in the rest of the world, which we talked about, is on the border of cool and uncool. But that is a car to see, the GR Corolla, right in front of us. If you are buying a hot hatch, I think this is the one to have. What a car! Maybe not the best of boot spaces, but regardless, the seats go down. It is a hatchback. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely car. Free exhaust for 3 cylinders. This is something that you want to see. Monster truck, huge status. Reminds me of my Gravedigger I had as a kid. Was the one that we've been waiting for. We've walked a bit. It is a new Ford GTD. These are already sold out, believe it or not. You gotta wait a bit just to get an allocation on these cars. But looks stunning over here in this booth. A lovely CGT parked next to the Huayra R. A lovely Carrera GT accompanied by the one and only LFA and BR. These are expensive. These are about 800K. I can't lie. Also a million some go. SC30 Viola. Woo! An absolute beauty. F40 next to it, and beside that, one of 349 produced, a Ferrari F50. So on the left, we have the car that started all. I think these are all old Mercedes. It's going through some generations right here. A 1935 Mercedes Benz. Don't ask what this brand was doing in 1945. This car, I think, was owned by a notable individual with a funny, a very good, a very good painter, not appreciated at his time. Appreciate a bit later on. We have an SL. This was
where he was in 1945.
never ask. Um,
Portfolio was growing in 1945.
Two lovely 300 SL Roadsters. Used to be owned by Hugh Hefner once upon a time. Also 190 SL, apologies, second one. And here we have what's actually a McLaren, but Mercedes have claimed their car. It is a McLaren Mercedes SLR. Coming through the generations, we have a Gullwing SLS AMG GT Final Edition. I love these cars. I think these have aged beautifully. Coming to the end of the evolution, we have an AMG GT Black Series P1 Edition, meaning to own this car, you actually have to own an AMG 1. So this begs the question, where is the AMG 1? Because the owner has clearly let this car in. But the other one, ooh, I think that's a painting of a Sterling Moss. It's quite nice. It's a lovely bit of kit. Love the artwork there. Now this is, I think, what we all been waiting for. The airport run stickers. Now you guys have to decide, where do we put this? Where do you think we should stick this on? Which car?
Which car is lucky enough?
So we're here with the F50. We're gonna go interview the owner in the back right now.
Sure, Kindy.
We're Kindy. So Kindy, she's actually the owner of the F50 in the back. So we're gonna just talk to her about her car for a few minutes. So walk us through your car. When did you get it?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. How's ownership been? It's good that you've had it over here with us for us to see.
Yes, I'm happy to show it.
He's happy to show it. Expensive to own. How is it to drive? Good or bad?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful car.
Battery electric vehicle.
Bro, who is gonna buy this, man? Who is gonna buy this? Whee! Whee! Hey, you know what drift is? Drift. What's drift? Still in a dictionary?